These villagers are bullying me. They crashed my game. They're everywhere. They're making my world like super slow. I am tired of it. So today I am dealing with the villagers, as you can see. And also I wanted to talk to you. Excuse me, what's going on here? I wanted to talk to you about bullying. Did you ever get bullied as a kid? Like, I did. And apparently, about 20% of kids and teenagers get bullied at school. Like, that is an insane amount. And today, in New Zealand, here where I live, we are celebrating Pink Shirt Day, which is awareness for bullying to hopefully do something about it and just bring that awareness. So we're all the same. It doesn't matter what race you are, what religion you participate, what your socioeconomics are. Like, none of that matters. What matters is that you're a human being, we're human beings, and we're the same. So today we are celebrating Pink Shirt Day and dealing with the bullies by doing this. So if you're concerned about the safety of these guys, you can watch a different video. So this is what I'm going to do with them. This is what we do with bullies. Yeah. There's more. Don't worry. There's heaps of them. And they're NPCs. They don't have feelings. Okay, let's do this. Welcome to my 30-day challenge of being consistent. I am uploading one video per day. No edits. No scripts, whatever comes stays on the video. Here we go. Alright, so I really wanted to talk to you about bullying. It's a topic that I am quite familiar with. I used to be bullied at school. Like, for everything. It was so random sometimes. I was bullied because I was short. I was bullied because I was too skinny. I was bullied because I used to hang out with girls mostly. I was bullied because I used to choose play music or listen to music or practice music rather than playing sports. It's like, it was insane, man. But the main thing I was bullied for was my hair. Yes. In a country where most people have straight hair, having curly hair was a nightmare, seriously. People didn't I guess they saw me as a different person. You're like, you have curly hair, where are you from? Or like things like that. It was not pleasant at all. And for a long time, like I'm talking a long time, I used to cut my hair really short, so you wouldn't notice that I had curly hair. So very, very short, like 1 or 2 millimeters or something like that. Like one of the shortest you could get it on the, what are those called? The clippers. There. So that's what I used to do when I was young. But there was a time in my teenage years, I started listening to rock music. A lot of the people had a long hair, you know, grunge, on that kind of era, and they had longer hair, a lot of them. So I thought, what happens if I start growing my hair for a little bit? But it didn't work very well, mainly because, have you ever seen the Jackson 5, the band? Okay, so when my hair started to grow, I turned into a Jackson 5, like afro, full afro, like that. So I was looking at those guys that used to play on bands that I admired and I wanted to be like them, but they didn't look like me at all. Like skin color and all that kind of stuff. So it was, it kind of didn't work, but I still tried. So I let my hair grow a little bit, but when it got to the afro stage, I got a bit concerned and I thought, you know, this is not working. People were bothering me again, or talking about my hair and things like that. So, ow, 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 ow. This is what happens when you deal with bullies. You might get burned sometimes. Bully in my game. So I tried to grow my hair, but unfortunately the bullies continue to bully me about my hair. So almost like it didn't matter if I had it short or long, they'll bully me. So I decided to stop growing my hair and then chop it down again. So for a long time my hair was very, very small. Short, not small, sorry. Come here please. Thank you. Whew. These guys are gonna take a long time to... the rain is not helping. So for a long time, that was... I think I was... What is the word I'm looking for? Resigned? Is that... To say, okay, this is my life, this is my hair, and it doesn't matter what I do, they're gonna laugh at me or bully me. So I'm just gonna keep it short. And for a long time I kept it short. Until I started going to therapy. And trying to heal... let's call it trauma, right? All the things that happened when I was a kid. You know, we all have those little issues that are staying with us and make our life a bit hard to deal with. So I started going to therapy, and believe it or not, one of the things I was learning about was acceptance, healing, and those things hit home really hard, because I was trying to avoid a lot of things. And one of the things I was trying to avoid, without getting into details or anything like that, I was trying to avoid people seeing my hair. People seeing what I was. And it took a long time. It wasn't an easy task. But, excuse me. I got to a point that I was able to own it. And say, hey, let's let's deal with the situation. I have curly hair. It doesn't matter what I do, I'll still have curly hair. It will be curly forever, unless I do something crazy with my hair. But it will be curly forever, no matter what I do. And that was the realization. That is something I cannot control. You know, we were talking about controlling things. No, you cannot control that. I cannot control how my hair grows. I can't control if it's... Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. That got a bit scary. You go that way. That way. Ooh. Sorry. I got concerned. I cannot control how my hair grows. And... The only option I had was to own it and say, my hair is curly, and that's me. I will... This is an emotionally charged topic. I think I'm okay now, for sure, about it. But it's still thinking about it. Ow. Makes me burn. No. It's hard to completely bring it out. I have since then been able to say, from now on, I will own it. I will accept. I think that was the word I was looking for. I will accept myself fully. Hair and all. Curls and all. So I decided to fully embrace all of me. And for the first time ever, I grew my hair out. That took a massive amount of courage. an extreme amount of courage, really. I was really concerned about what people would say. I was concerned about what my wife would say, because I was married by that stage. What am I going to do? What am I going to, what is she going to think about it? Am I, and that was really hard to not think about others, what others would say. It was always there. Hey, I'm growing my hair now. What will people say? I come from a relatively conservative country. I attended a Catholic school, for example. So growing your hair out was no, you're not allowed to. So it was hard to do it. It took a lot of courage to actually grow my hair out. I have been growing my hair for years now. I've had maybe one haircut since then, just to tidy it up a little bit and make sure it was growing healthier. And that is pretty much the only thing I've done with my hair since then. But, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about, is that since I decided to own it and say, hey, this is my hair, this is what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to let it grow, despite what people could say, I'm gonna let it grow. And since then, I have been getting, I don't want to brag, but I have been getting a lot of compliments about my hair. From all sorts of people. There is a running joke in my family at home here that I sometimes get the most random interactions with people at random places like the supermarket. It's so random. People will randomly talk to me and just kind of like almost like we have been friends for years. It's very interesting. And so I always come home and tell me I went to the supermarket. This what happened. This is what happened. Just like, how? Like, why? Why do people do those things to you? It was really funny. It's always been funny. But I get a lot of compliments from old ladies. A lot of old ladies, like grandma's kind of age. And they'll say, oh, your hair is so lovely. Things like that. It's so cool. And sometimes compliments from guys, which is a bit weird. It's been funny. A lot of the times when, I don't know, just like doing something or buying something, it's like, dude, your hair is amazing. Like, I went to the checkout from the supermarket the other day. There was a guy at the checkout. I was just like, hey, thanks for the groceries and everything. And like, dude, your hair is amazing, by the way. He's like, oh, thank you so much. You know? Like, is that something we should be doing more often? We should be giving compliments to strangers without being cataloged as weird, right? We should totally normalize that. We should totally normalize that. And, you know, it's been an amazing journey for me. Going from, hey, people bully you, to people really like your hair now. It's the change. And the main thing that changed is my attitude towards it. My feelings towards it. Of having long hair. And I think that, I don't know if I feel more confident about it. I don't know if I don't know, radiate something different. Oh boy, what have these guys done here? Oh no. There are so many. Wow. So seriously, I don't know what it is. I don't know what has changed. But the fact that I am comfortable in my own skin, or getting or learning how to be more comfortable in my own skin in terms of what I look like, things that I can't really change. It's been a journey for sure. It's been a hard journey, just trying to heal years of unattended trauma, you know. I used to... The avoidance and me was at next level. But slowly I am... Whoo! I didn't want to kill the, the chicken. Years of unattended trauma, and finally I am taking the time and the effort to actually... Oh, sorry sheep! Sorry sheep! Sorry sheep! So sorry! I'm so sorry! I have to kill these bullies. Yeah, this is... I have to be surgical about it. We might get some wheat. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is a bit concerning. I'm gonna get this wheat. Plant the seeds. And I'll get all these fellas on this side. Wow. Hello? And quickly go in here. And... Oh no! Woo! That was the wrong button. That was a good one. That was a good one. So, have you experiencing anything like that? Like bullying? Being bullied for something out of your control? Especially appearance? And then... Have you experienced the reversal? That now that you're older, people value that very thing you were bullied for? I think this is very interesting, and I don't know. I'm really happy that I am taking the time to heal those things. There are many things that I need to heal. And would there be many of these things that were negatives and they will turn into positives? And almost, I've heard people call it almost like shadow work. I think that's what some call it. That something that was negative has become something positive because you have been willing to put the effort and try to fix it. Like, for example, the fact that about sports, that I was a bit too skinny, or like I prefer music over sports. Now, for example, my oldest son is really good at music and really good at sports. My second oldest son is learning how to play the drums and playing football. So, and I feel like even though some of those things were negative, like being bullied because I prefer music over sports and I was not the sporty type and not as muscly, not as you know what it means. But now I was able to pass the positive to my kids. So it's almost like I really like this, that we all have a suitcase with our emotional baggage. You know what I mean? And suddenly we are removing something from that suitcase. So when we travel, we don't have to carry it with us, and we're not passing it to the next generation. If that makes any sense to you, that would be great. It made sense in my mind when I was thinking about what to share with you guys today. Oh no, sorry, cow! Excuse me. Can I heal you? Sorry. Oh. I tried, everyone. You saw that I was trying really hard. And I think the population of bullies has been reduced dramatically, which is absolutely amazing. I did not want to deal with the lag. Like, seriously, it lagged so much, my computer. The recording I did, I think it was yesterday, my video, it got chopped. It was like 10 seconds of like a slideshow stuff. Really unprofessional. Very apologies, but it wasn't my fault. It was these guys' fault. So that was something I'm glad, excuse me, that has been resolved. And a few minutes later, after that extreme lag, my game... Oh, and that's my alarm. 20 minutes is up. And absolutely after that extreme... What are you doing here in the toilet? That extreme lag moment, my computer froze and my game crashed. That never happened before, unless I was playing around with mods or something like that. So clearly these guys were bullying my world. And this is what I needed to do. Oh, that guy disappeared. That guy went to the other side. Oh no. But so I wanted to share this with you, as there are positive things about what happens to us. Not everything is negative, and there are ways that we can change our situations. I wanted to share my experience to say also that you are not alone in this. A lot of us have experienced bullying, so you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. I'm trying to get this guy, but I don't think I will be able to. Yeah, and also there are things that are possibly quite painful at the moment, but they could turn into something positive with time, with patience, with effort. But also something else I wanted to tell you: if you are experiencing bullying, just reach out to someone, please. I know that someone out there cares about how you're feeling and what you're experiencing, so please reach out. If there's anything or anyone that you can talk to, that would be great. And being able to do something about it. Sometimes it's not possible, but if you can, I wanted to inspire you, hopefully, to find a way to deal with the situation if that's possible. Again, I really want you to get inspired, and hopefully this pain is passing just for a little bit, and hopefully it can turn into something more positive in the future. Who knows? I don't know. So awareness to bullying. If you see someone being bullied, please do something. Don't just turn your face away and ignore it. Don't record it, you know, things like that. Be kind to others. And if you get anything out of this video, it will be like, just be kind to others. Be nice. Be a nice human being. And I think that's it. Big thank you to my patrons down here. Big thank you to my YouTube members right here. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate your friendship. Being here with me while I... a lot. I seriously appreciate your company on doing live streams. And you guys are a fantastic community. I am grateful for all of you. I consider you friends. Some have been friends. We have been friends for a very long time. Some are new friendships. And I appreciate absolutely every single one of them. Thank you so much for being here. Let's bring more awareness to bullying. Love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.